Hello, and welcome in this e-learning module organized by the European Copernicus Coastal Flood Awareness System project. My name is Olivia Foni. I work as an engineer in Coastal Project and GIS in TLS France. In this module, I will introduce the ECFAS web platform and make a quick demo of how to use it. So once the address is entered inside your web browser, we suggest that you use Google Chrome. A homepage is displayed before accessing the platform. On this page are presented all the logos of the ECFAS partners, also a disclaimer focusing on the terms of use of the platform, as well as a link to the licenses. And during the development of the project, an authentication is also used to restrict the access. When entering the platform, the map of Europe is automatically displayed with the events ongoing for the current date. In this example, no event was detected, but the legend of the 4 warning levels at the bottom right is still visible. At the very bottom of the screen, the user can pass the mouse over to display the timeline, which includes one line for the days, one for the month, and one for the years. The purple dots corresponds to the presence of data, in this case, the presence of a warning event. If I select one of these dates, the warning layer corresponding to this event is displayed. By clicking on an area, which are divided by nuts here, the user can access an estimation of the population affected and the total damages for the specific region. Now looking on the left side of the screen, there is a general menu. We recommend that you use the pin tool, which is really helpful to navigate through the menu. In this menu, there are 3 main options. The first one, Tools and Settings, proposes different base maps like OpenStreetMap or satellite images, and also some mapping tools like the grid. The 2 other options are dedicated to the project results. The early warning option contains model-based forecast estimation. The content of this option is described in an info box accessible by clicking on the I button. This info box also includes links towards methodologic guides explaining the nature of the data layers and their computation. The early warning menu includes 3 main categories: total water level, rapid flood mapping, and rapid impact assessment. The warning layer, selected by default at the opening of the platform, can be removed from the map by clicking on it. The total water level layers include many coastal points all around Europe, and by clicking on them, it's possible to display the all-time series and thresholds in a plot. This plot is also downloadable. The 2 other categories are both working the same way. When an event occurs, the data layers are too small to be seen at a European scale. The affected region are then represented by bounding boxes with a downloading icon on the top right corner. By clicking on this icon, it opens a window presenting all the available layers to be downloaded for this specific event and region. You just have to click on the layer's title to start the downloading. By clicking on a bounding box, the map automatically zooms on the concerned region and the layer selected in the menu, here this is the flood depth, appears. Thanks to the color bar at the bottom right of the screen, it's possible to change the aspect of the layer. So we can change the color, the transparency, but also the limits of the gradient. It can be automatic from the value on the map or manual. Going back to the menu, the last option is called Demonstration Cases. This option focuses on 3 specific events that occurred in Europe, which are Eunice, Gloria, Xynthia storms. The first step is to select the events in the list, and then an automatic zoom is made on the concerned area. For each event, it's possible to display several data, The shoreline mapping based on satellite images taken before and after an event. Shorelines can be overlaid in order to be compared. If we zoom, we can see the difference between after and before the storm, and all the shorelines can be also downloaded with the arrow icon. The two other sections propose a comparison between the model-based product, also available in the previous menu, and satellite-based products. For instance, here we can compare the results of the two methods in terms of flooded areas. We can overlay the two results to compare the area flooded in both methodology. These layers are also downloadable with the arrow icon. It's the same logic in the next category, where the impact data layers are both available from models and satellite images. Here we can compare the buildings affected by the event Gloria with both methods. At the top of the menu, the target icon can be used to get back to the initial zoom for the event, and you can use the list to explore other specific storms. Finally, on the right part of the map can be found some general options. The burger menu, which proposes several features, like an automatic zoom to a world view, or a manual zoom by using coordinates. The info button, called About ECFAS, opens a pop-up window where it's possible to find a description of the ECFAS project, but also links to the data license and how to cite them. There is also a zoom in and zoom out button. And finally, the logout icon, which leads back to the homepage. This is the first demo of the platform. You might find more specific information about the data layers and methodology inside the other e-learning module of the project. Thank you for your attention, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact us through our website and email address ecfas.project@gmail.com.